And live. We're live. And we're live. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. This is my first live stream, and I'm still getting used to everything. For those who are new to my channel and don't know me, I am Sky. I write under the name SD Haggis, Urban Fantasy, and this is my first live stream. This is a live stream to talk about what I've been up to recently, as well as what I plan to do in the future, sort of, kind of, not exactly. And let's get a couple writing sprints done. First off, my last video that I put up was actually put up the other day. It was a video I made for Promo Day, which is an online event run by Joe Linsdell. Sorry, I'm very bad with names. And that video was this is why I don't do live videos, because I can't think. That video was talking about rapid release for beginners, basically, and my plan in the future to do rapid release. But my last video before that I actually posted was for Camp NaNoWriMo, which I took part in April. For those who don't know, Camp NaNoWriMo is a 30-day challenge where you set a goal for how many words you want to write and try to write that many words in a month. My goal was originally 60,000 words. I was trying to complete Mage's Sacrifice, and that didn't happen. Before the end of the month, I ended up lowering my goal to 50,000, which is the normal for NaNoWriMo in November. And I didn't even make that goal. I ended up failing camp this year. I think my final goal, which I wish I had looked at it and written it down, I think it was somewhere around 45,000 words. That's how many I got done. I did really good until those last couple of weeks, and then I did really bad. But that light is really bright behind me. Sorry, guys. I'm in front of Corbin's tank, and Corbin, for those who don't know, is my bearded dragon, but his lights are on and they're really bright. So, hi, Alina. Thanks for joining me for my first live stream, and I'm very bad at this. It's much easier when I have people to talk to, apparently. I need to figure out how you guys do it where you guys have both windows open at the same time. There we go. I can do that way. All right, there we go. Aha, figured it out. I'm still learning things as I go, guys, so bear with me. So Camp NaNoWriMo, failed it, wrote about 45,000 words. I did get a lot done in the beginning half of the month, and not a lot done the second half of the month. And in the future, I hope to have people join me, Alina. I really do. But I figured for this one, since it was going to be an update and then a writing sprint, it would be better, at least for me to figure it out on my own, to do it the best way. In the future, I'm hoping to have people join me. But so failed camp. In May, I wanted to finish Mage's Sacrifice, and that didn't happen either. At the beginning of May, I found out my grandmother died, and we kind of rushed around and did a spur-of-the-moment trip to Montana because that's where she lived. We had to do her funeral and wake and all that fun stuff, or not so fun, depending on your view. And then we were trying to figure out what's going to happen with the house and the property it's on. And we got all that settled, and I got back, and by the end of that time, it was almost the end of the month. So I didn't finish anything that I wanted to work on in May. So that's what I'm doing this month, is I'm still working on Mage's Sacrifice, which is the second novel in my urban fantasy series, Shifters and Mages. So I probably will stick to this start time, Alina. Originally, when I was going to broadcast last week, I was going to do it in the evening. And then I realized that Word Nerds does their live stream in the evening time. And it runs anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, depending on what they're talking about and what they're doing. So that didn't end up working out the way I wanted it to. So I will probably keep this time in the future for live streams, because I don't go to church like other people do down in the South. So, yeah. Alrighty. I am going to be doing 15-minute sprints today. I figure we'll do the first one at 15 after, so we got about 5 more minutes-ish, a little more than that, before the next sprint. And that gives me enough time to get my computer up and running. So what is everyone else working on who's watching? Are you writing? I posted this on my Facebook stream, and a lot of my friends are not writers, so it'd be interesting to see if any of them are watching and what they're doing. Because maybe you're not writing, maybe you're doing something else, maybe you're doing other things. I don't know. People have lives. I don't know what they are, but people have lives and they do other things. I am still working on Mage's Sacrifice because I'm a loser. But I have, as far as what I've accomplished, I have gotten the cover for the first Shifters and Mages book, Puck's Choice. I now have the cover for the second book in the series. I have the first cover for the next trilogy I plan on working on after I finish the Shifters and Mages series. And my cover artist is actually working on the second cover for that series. The series is called Damned and Dangerous. The first book is called Damned and Dangerous, and the second book is called Damned and Deadly. So that's exciting news. I've basically got one cover coming to me each month for the next 3 months. Yes, 3 months. Alina, I am all about failed goals, because this is a book I started 3 years ago and I'm still working on. Now, a lot of what I'm doing a lot more work on it than I was doing 3 years ago, because 3 years ago I was only working on it during nano months, and now I'm working on it kind of a little bit every day. But that's what's been going on. I switched almost completely to Scrivener. I've got my tablet up and running now, and I've converted Mage's Sacrifice to Scrivener files on my tablet. So I'm doing the live stream on my laptop, and I've got my webcam up and running on my laptop, and then I have my tablet sitting in front of my computer with my Scrivener files on it. And the part of the reason I do that is because of the fact that I've been working with a lot of past live streams that Alina did in April, actually, for Camp NaNoWriMo. And I've been writing during their live streams on my tablet. And then I'll also take my tablet to work, and during my lunch break, I will write on it there. So I'm hoping, I keep telling myself I want this book done by the end of June. Probably not going to happen. I've got it plotted out to 25 chapters, and yeah, I'm on chapter 6. Thanks, Alina. I'm really trying, because I really do want to get this done in June. We'll see. We'll see. I feel bad that I couldn't join the live streams. I would always be sleeping in on Saturday. I would go to bed really late on Friday, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. on Friday nights, and then sleep until like 11. Like, you'd be done with the stream before I even got out of bed. And I felt so guilty most of the time because I'd be like, oh, dang, I need to write. I need to do some work, and I never got it done. Sorry, I'm messing with my phone trying to get the timer up and running so that, there we go. When it comes time. Got 3 more minutes before the first word sprint. And I just realized I need to send another group this message. Go and send. One of the people I invited in future live streams wanted to know when I was live, and I forgot that I hadn't messaged her yet. Oops. Yes. Alrighty. So chapter 6 will be somewhat easy for me to work on today because it's already written. In April, I did a lot of dictation, which helped because I would drive to work and I would dictate as I was driving to work. However, when I transcribed my dictation, it's all kinds of fucked up. And by that I mean it doesn't. My main character's name is Puck, like the fairy. Dictation never caught it. Dragon hates me. Dragon never once got the name right. So there's a lot of blank spaces where the word Puck is supposed to be, and it just skipped over it completely and wrote whatever else I was writing. And when your main character's name is something that your dragon doesn't like, it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. So a lot of what I have written from April, I have to either rewrite now in June or just take out and just start over. I do think it was because I trained Dragon at home on my computer, and then I was driving to work and dictating at the same time. And yes, I was using headphones, so there was less noise, but it didn't get rid of the noise completely. And I have a feeling that Dragon just didn't like that. Doesn't like that. But, so for this first sprint, I'll be editing one of my chapters that I had written in April through dictation. Fun! Yay! We got a little less than a minute to go, so, and we're going to do a 15-minute sprint. Got my timer up and ready so that when it turns to 15, we can go ahead and sprint for 15 minutes. And we can go ahead and get started. So go ahead and write or edit for 15 minutes, everyone. Great. That is time. At least for the first sprint. How did you guys do? I almost finished editing this chapter, which is cool. It was a very short one. In fact, actually, I'm already starting. I'm going to add it to my past chapter. As far as how I did work-wise, I took a lot of words out. And I added 162. So even with taking words out, Scrivener, I've noticed, is very good about that. They will let you know how many you take out if you do nothing but take out words. And then they'll also add in words. So altogether, I've added 162 words to this chapter, which is not bad. I'm going to write this down. I just realized I have my usual writing stuff. Count. Let's see. 162. And I didn't write down my word counts for yesterday either, which is bad. I'm curious, Alina, are you still doing dictation for most of your writing, or do you? Because I realized I haven't even, since I'm watching all of your April live streams, you've been doing a lot of dictation and having a lot of problems with dictation, and I knew you'd gotten that fixed, but I didn't know if you were strictly doing dictation now, or if you were still switching back and forth, or how that was working. So I'm curious about that. Okay. Combine it with typing. Yeah, I haven't done any dictation since April. Mostly because I'm still trying to clean up my last dictation, which I knew would happen. That was my plan for May. That didn't happen. So I'm okay with that. Mix and match. Okay. I might get to that point too eventually. For right now, I'm cleaning up stuff and just typing. Yeah, I can do that, but I really think the reason I was having so much problems with dictating in April was because of the fact that I was dictating while driving in the wind, as I go down a road at between 70 and 80 miles per hour. And even with noise cancellation headphones, which I can't wear while driving because that's dangerous, I still think there would be noise from me driving. And I really think that was the problem, why it wasn't doing it correctly. Part of me is tempted to take my computer one day with me to work and train Dragon while driving so that I can fix that problem. But again, dangerous. Let's not do that. I could do it while someone else is driving now. So I might do that and just create a second profile on Dragon so that whenever I do dictation while driving, I've got that second profile I can switch to dictate and transcribe my driving dictation, and maybe that'll help. I do know someone who strictly does dictation for writing her novels, and she what does she do? She has two profiles that she told me about. One is for when she's feeling fine, and the other is for when she is feeling sick. So that, like, if she starts losing her voice or her voice starts sounding froggy, she can continue doing dictation even though she's sick. She's one of those people that writing is her job for life, so she writes even when she's sick. Yeah. And thanks to, I think it's carpal tunnel syndrome she has, or arthritis. I can't remember. She's said before, but I cannot remember. She strictly does dictation. She doesn't do any typing for her novels. And that's both writing and editing. It's so much fun. Do you dictate into, what program do you dictate into? Because I've just been doing the dictation box, the transcribe dictation box that pops up when you go to transcribe a file with Dragon. Do you use something different, or do you use that as well, Alina? I've still got all the files that I did dictation with, so I can listen to them and dictate at the same time. And I've already cleaned up some of the files. Like I put in a lot of what's missing are names, so that makes it a lot easier. But I'm also discovering that a lot of what I dictated no longer works thanks to a major plot hole that I had to fix. So that's also what I'm running into. And I'm sorry that my camera's waving. This webcam is kind of just sitting on top of my laptop screen, and the table that my laptop is on is not the sturdiest thing in the world, so it keeps wiggling. I've tried Dragon with Word. I have not tried Dragon with Scrivener yet. I've heard that it can dictate straight into Scrivener, but because I just switched everything to Scrivener, I have not played around with that yet. I don't know how that works, honestly. Oh, I think my husband's home. He went out to get some drinks, some sustenance drinks and stuff. There's some foodums. Because foodums would be good. Hello there.
Hello.
So I figured we'd do another writing sprint. Oh, I'm getting text messages galore from my mom. My children are not bugging me on the camera, by the way, because they stayed over at my mom's place. We have been awake since 6 a.m. today. Last night, my mom and I went down to Hope Mills, which is about hour and a half away from here, in order to pick up some rabbits and some hutches. Ooh, that smells good. Nope, I'm good. Oh, sorry. Not for me. But, so we went last night to pick up the rabbits and hutches, and by the time we got back, it was dark, so we didn't unload anything. So we got up at 6 a.m. because I knew I had this live stream, so that we can unload everything. And I don't know if they're showing. They are showing a little bit. I have scratches and scrapes on my arms because I was wearing a different dress earlier. Yes, I unloaded rabbits and hutches and all kinds of random things while wearing a dress because I am just that special. Mostly it's because I was too lazy. I just threw on everything I wore yesterday while we went out and just wore that. And then I took a shower when we got back. But so now I'm getting bombarded with pictures that she's sending to a group message with family members of all of the stuff that we unloaded. There was 2 rabbit hutches that have 3 separate cages each, a bunch of logs, the pieces to another rabbit hutch that was being built at the same time, stones, bricks, and all that kinds of fun stuff. This is what happens when your family runs a farm. Oh, and my oldest got attacked by the rooster because the rooster is getting up there in age, and the older he gets, the meaner he gets. Because he was a friendly little rooster. We used to be able to pick him up all the time and handle him, but now he's just mean as fuck. And she walked in there to gather eggs, and he attacked her as soon as she walked in because he's a dickhead.
And scratched.
No, he went after her a couple times. Like, seriously, was trying to peck her. That's when she started screaming. Because she started screaming. I'm sorry, I'm a bad mom for laughing, but it was funny. But, okay, so we got another minute, and then we'll do another writing sprint. I got distracted from what I was talking about because of the messages that came through. Sorry. But I figure we'll do another writing sprint, 15 minutes. I'm having problems. There we go. And that will give us one more writing sprint. I don't think it can outside dictation box. There's no problem with Word. I don't have Word on my tablet, and that's where the problem lies. I can get Scrivener on my tablet, but I can't get Word. And I haven't put Dragon on my tablet either, now that I think about it, so I don't even know. It has dictation functions, but that's with the tablet, and I don't know what it uses. I haven't played with that either.
I got to the gas station, completely forgot about the fact that what time it was. So they had just started rolling out a lunch stuff. So they didn't have any of the personal fan pieces. And then I realized, why am I going to get a personal fan when I have pizza here already?
All right, and we can go ahead and start writing. Or editing in my case. It's still a wedge.
Just message her to see if she's honestly, she's probably sleeping. Oh, it's Warren.
And that is time. So I'm curious, how did everyone do? I'm finishing up the sentence real quick. My word count is off. So I finished editing that chapter. I only had like one paragraph left to edit. And then I went back and forth debating whether or not to combine it with the last chapter. Both of them had about the same amount of words. And they could go together. So I just had to change a little bit of the beginning of the second chapter, and I was able to smash the two chapters together and turn it into one chapter, which is fine because it's still the same length as my normal chapters in the end. And then I wrote new words. So, but because I cut and pasted that chapter, Scrivener saying I wrote 1,400 words, and I didn't write 1,400 words. So I wrote brand new words. I wrote about 91 words. I wrote about 91 words in the new chapter. So I'm now writing the new chapter 6, basically. So how did you guys do? What'd you do? I'm also messaging back and forth with one of the people. I'm also messaging back and forth with one of the people I invited to my live chat because she popped up on. And she rewound this live stream and is watching it from the very beginning. And she was like, I want to see the bearded dragons. So in a few seconds, I'll probably pull them out. Did you guys want to do another sprint? Are you guys good? I will probably write most of today, even after getting off this live stream, honestly. And I'll just continue doing sprints on my own, watching past live events, actually. Why not? But Elena, you said you're working on book 3. Are you writing it or drafting it or editing? Because what you're actually doing, what I've been hearing you doing on the videos I've been watching are not matching up because I'm watching old videos, old live streams from like the beginning of April. And I know you're not working on those projects anymore. So it's throwing me off because I'm like, wait, what is she doing? Because I'm a loser like that. Reset my word count for Scrivener. This will be accurate. Start with that. And I muted myself during that sprint because I started eating because I'm hungry and the food's right here tantalizing me. It's right there. I had to eat some. And then, of course, I had to get up and get a toothpick because I had chicken caught in my tooth. Hi, you want to come out? You want to come out? He didn't touch a pineapple. We discovered he likes watermelon. Can't see what I'm doing. And he likes strawberries. So if it's a red fruit, he likes it. Because he attacks it. Sorry, I picked him up wrong. He's just gonna chill. He's looking at the camera. Taking my headphone off. So, can I see you real quick? I'll put you back. For those who haven't met him, this is Corbin. He is a bearded dragon. He's funky. He's currently in shed right now, so he's got some places. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. Can I turn you over a little bit? Sort of. Dragons don't like this. He's got some spots right here where he's shedding. Okay, I'll put you back on my shoulder. Just chill. But yeah, so. All right, I guess we'll do one more sprint. And I've got to get better about announcing it in the chat as well. Because I realized like halfway through the sprints that I'm not posting it in the chat for those who just pop on. And like they pop on, especially like someone who's new to riding sprints or hasn't watched a live stream with riding sprints before. Because the viewers keeps changing, and I think it's because people pop on and they get to a point where they see no one talking and they're like, what's going on? So I gotta get better about doing that. So where are you going? You good? You're not supposed to jump. He just jumped off my shoulder, and it's not the first time. In fact, actually, he's making it a habit, which is becoming bad. He's Evel Knievel. Oh, not tight. All right, I'm gonna put him back in his tank for right now. Oh, hold on. Oh. By the way, he's not hurt, just so you guys know. It's not good for him to do that, but he's not hurt either. And it's not like he fell. He purposely jumps. And his favorite thing to do is to scare me by jumping from the couch to the floor. And I mean the back portion of the couch where your head goes. And that's even a higher distance than what I'm sitting right now. So I promise he's fine. I promise. All right, so we're going to do another sprint in about 3 minutes, I guess. And again, we'll do another 15-minute sprint, and that'll probably be the last one before I wrap this up. Lena mentioned when I first started doing this live stream that it's hard to do a solo live stream, and she's right, because I'm like, I don't know what else to talk about. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I want to do one more live sprint, and then we'll wrap this up. My goal, I want to try to finish this month. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm pretty certain it's not, but I'm trying. I've still got 20 days left. There's 30 days in June. I've got the 20 days left to get as much done as I can. At least most of the editing is done now, and I just have to write and fill in pieces that I hadn't written yet. No big deal. I got this. I can do this. Got this. Okay, 2 more minutes, and we'll do another writing sprint. It'll be the last one for this stream, I guess. Go ahead and announce it, actually, in the comments. There we go. Ah, getting better. If I announce it ahead of time, maybe I can get it done. But How do people do these like live streams where they're solo? I feel like I need someone to talk to while doing this. And I'm hoping in the future I do have someone to talk to while doing this. Because this is just, it's different when you're filming a video. What are you doing? It's different when you're filming a video and talking to yourself. I'm actually really used to that. And I have, like, everyone's like, pretend you're talking to a friend. I'm like, I don't have to. I'm talking to a camera, but I know what I'm doing. And it doesn't bother me to talk to a camera because I can always edit out all these long pauses and stuff. But when you're doing it live, you can't do that. So it's just awkward. Sort of. Because I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I pretty much am. Sort of. If you're watching this in the future, sorry. Just weird for me. This is weird for me. Live streams are weird for me. It's okay. I will eventually get used to it. All right. So it's 5 after. We're gonna go ahead and do this last sprint now, and I am starting my timer now. So go ahead and write or edit for 15 minutes.
Oh.
Alright, that is time. We've apparently been running for 15 minutes now, and that was the third 15-minute sprint. I need to finish this sentence, actually. That's going to have to do it for now. Alright, I wrote 438 words. I'm okay with that. Write that down. I haven't done too bad, considering. I'm okay with this. How'd you guys do? Did you guys get any words written? Did you guys do some stuff? Edit some pages? Anything in between? I don't know if the comments section is working. There's been no new comments on the YouTube. I've got the YouTube page open too. My comments are showing up though, so. Used. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, there's a new comment. Hi, Virginia. I am psychic that way. So I was just talking to her. She was putting words in my mind, and I was just responding back via that. That's how this works. You didn't know? Sorry. Alrighty. Okay. So I am probably going to be writing a lot more today, at least until the kids come home, because it's much easier to write when there's no kids in the house. Yeah, but I am going to end this live stream here. I'm probably going to do live streams every Sunday. I'm in the process of talking to, I believe I brought up to 3 different people now, of doing a goals related live stream at the end of the month. I think the date we picked, or I picked, was the 24th, which is 2 weeks from now. And there's 3 people that I'm talking with about that, joining me for a bi-monthly goals review and future goals kind of live stream. But otherwise, I have no problem doing write-ins because I need to get words done. This project is supposed to be 75,000 words when it's done, or 70,000 words, sorry, when it's done. It is currently sitting at 16,000 total for now. My goal is to try to get at least 60,000 done this month, maybe. We'll see. I've still got 20 days left. I can do this. I can get my words done. And I'm gonna watch a couple other live streams, past live streams, to do some more writing sprints. What about you guys? Writing sprints. Let's talk writing sprints for a minute. Do 15-minute writing sprints work for you? Do 20-minute writing sprints work for you? Do 30-minute writing sprints work for you? What's your guys' sweet spot as far as writing sprints go? I am open to almost all. There's a writing group I'm a part of on Facebook that does 50-minute sprints, and I do not like those. After 30 minutes, I tend to lose focus. I don't know about you guys, but after 30 minutes, I definitely can't do writing sprints. I will not concentrate anymore. I have to take a break. But what are you guys open to? Because maybe I can cater my writing sprints to you guys. I've done 15-minute sprints today because of the fact that all of the writing sprints live streams I've been watching recently are all 15-minute sprints. But I don't know, 15-minute, 20, 30, 10, I'm open in the future. Go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'm curious to know what you guys are working on, what you guys did writing word count word, blah, 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 blah. Word count wise, what you guys' goals are. Like I said, we'll do a bi-monthly goals video live stream on the 24th. I'll go ahead and set that up and send out the invite to everyone, basically. But we're going to be talking about our goals from May and June, and then we'll be setting up our goals for July and August. I used to do quarterly goals, and I'll go into more details on that when we do the live stream, I guess. But that is all I have for you guys today. And yeah, join me next week for the next writing sprint live chat. Maybe I'll have someone else join me live so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself, because this has been slightly awkward. Not in a bad way, just not used to it. And I just gotta get used to it. But that is all I have for you guys. I have said that multiple times. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I would edit out of a regular film, just so you know, because I do this. So let me get off here before I go crazy. Bye, everyone.